whoever is watching the meeting, we went over this that we overlaid. This, which is a new option, and it's documented to set the stereotypes that will be available in the GraphQL queries. And now we are there. And today, we should have a demo from Zoltan, but not Zoltan, and system textures on French. Okay, jQuery as a dependency to content preview. That's interesting because we removed some dependencies recently. jQuery, strap. And if it's needed, doesn't mean that 1.8 is missing it.
Yeah, it's needed because if you're using that preview by itself, it's not going to work because of the dependency.
Aha. That's bad. Okay, so simply buttons side of content options. So clicking on preview fails. That's it. I will add an issue. See. Boom. Update group phone number. User instead of explicit type. What is that? XML RPC. Okay. Simplifying the expression. Well, use concrete types when possible. Those private methods, they are usually, they don't need interfaces. That's a new, it's a recent.
Also, it will save casting.
Yeah, we also forgot your codes, but yeah, that's new. CA0008 something. I had to fix it in like recently. Validate pull requests GitHub action also to check PR for match conflict. So I saw
You know what? I commented on this one. I don't know if there's a way where we can, if we execute this PR or this action, we disable the other actions. Because what happened when you trigger this action, it's going to automatically trigger the PR testing. So it's going to automatically run the tests. So it's consuming a lot of time, and the CI agent, CLI agent is just doing a lot of checking. So if there's like, if you merge a PR that breaks multiple PRs, now you have to wait a while till it completes everything.
So what does it do?
It basically runs on any PR, and if there is any conflict, it creates putting a tag, it tags it with a require
Okay.
merge conflict or something like that.
You are missing an information then. Once a PR has merge conflict, but to be able to do that, it's merging main to the branch, right? The PR. That's the issue. It's actually merging.
Does it do that?
Because it doesn't have to build to check then if it's a merge conflict unless it actually merges it and then says, oh, I can't merge. But it means it does merge some of them. And then merging main will trigger a build. But if it fails, but there is no build, it's failed to merge.
I see.
So I think the issue is when there are actually no conflict, because it's merging main to the thing and triggering a build. So if I take the PR that works, this one. So you are seeing that. You see, okay, so this one mentioned in, no, that's not that. Okay. So can you give me an example of where you think there were too many actions?
I don't have any examples. It just whenever it runs, like if you merge something, I'll have to see it next time that happens. I want to see if it actually does the merge into main.
Or validate pull request. Validate pull request, validate pull request. Okay. So this, for instance, upgrade GraphQLContentOptions 2.
Yeah. I guess we can look at the history and see if it actually merges, which sounds like it should. Yeah.
So I want to go to this PR. This is the action. This is a pull request. Pull request from 2 weeks ago. And then commands, then the punch main. I did the merge conflict. Oh, but wait, it's taking 12 seconds, 24 seconds, 9 seconds. 14 seconds. No, it's not merging name. It's just checking if there is a conflict and telling you there's a conflict, so you won't be able to merge name or run the PR. So it's just, it's just taking 9 seconds, a few seconds at a time. Yeah, so I think it's cheap actually.
I'll watch it again.
Okay. It's running very often, like every time there is a commit on the branch. So maybe there should be a delay or something. So it doesn't run every time. And maybe there is already a delay, like there's a goal. You see there is a commit. So 1, 2, 3 commits, and then there is a verification. So it's not on all the commits, which is good. But I think it's fine. From what I'm seeing, it's fine. It's just adding notification so you can see that there are conflicts, because if you do a commit, you don't get a notification when there is a merge conflict. At least here we see that, and there is a tag, so we can see them, obviously. Okay, so I think that's fine. Simplify collection initialization. This could be a static instance. What is that?
Yeah, I think there's another PR that does that.
Application view file provider. String tokenizer. Where is that coming from? String segment. I wonder if this is the one we are using. I'll see why. If we have one. String tokenizer. Probably something that is also used in ASP.NET, so we copied the code. Tokenizer.m equals. Yeah, it's probably optimized. Okay. But in the network, there might be better ways with spans. Whatever, going back there. And then exceptions. No. So much cleaning. Doc text should only be colored. Oh yeah, that there I saw some issues with that. Some dots were added in the XML tag, like here there was a dot, something like that. I saw a build issue with that. How much did Lombiq pay you to do this change? And descriptive exception for Azure-Vault service. Azure-Vault. Continue to cover the modules. Clean up admin menu. Static things. We'll do that. Adding the issue metric section. Yeah, so this one is just to optimize allocations, to remove some allocations of stuff that is always the same. So now it's a static value. Here's a cache of static values, but here's a static value instead of instantiating again. Here, the same array, same object. Issue metric section to generate metrics on how we manage issues. Let the blame start. Fix multiple suggestions. I want so we do that. We did that last time, so I will check again. Well, I will check again. This is a list. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. This is a list. New list. What is happening? There's a break. Okay. So this is there is a big bird. It's cleaning more nice. Okay. Additionals, if additionals, but any view the link. Again. Oh wait, let's do that. That's the issue. Any count, that's a build, IL. I'm sure it's wrong. For JIT ASM. I don't see the metric codes here. I can't say anything from that. I wonder if they won't optimize the .a to exactly that in the end. Here it's not the case, but there is a second phase where we can improve this thing. I don't know. In fact, I would have expected that to show me, but I don't understand what it does. So sad. I want to make this way. Done. Then time, questions, or demo. Oh, and Victoria wants to add a topic. Like we don't have enough topics. Demo from Zoltan.
Sorry.
Yeah, can't work here. Too many things to do.
I'm sorry.
Not the Zoltan, your turn. You can share your screen. I'm recording. I didn't forget to record this time.
Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's all black and there's a cursor, so I'm not sharing everything. You should share the full screen and not just the app.
My Teams just froze.
Aha! Which means more time for the other topics. You want to restart? Let's restart it, and in the meantime, you can restart your Teams. We'll join us and try again, and we'll let Victoria talk.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, your turn, Victoria. New topic.
Okay, thank you very much. So I just wanted to start a discussion about orchard harvest in this year. We have already started a discussion on GitHub, and I wanted to ask your opinion about that you would like this conference to be an online or offline event, because Zoltan, for example, Zoltan and Benedek, and also we told with Mike, they suggested that let's start to try reusing the Las Vegas plans from last year and try to organize this event offline this year as well. So I wanted to ask what is the opinion about this?
Do you have a discussion? I saw a discussion, but I can't find it. So this is one last year.
It's in the Orchard Harvest organization group, or I sent a link on Teams. Maybe you can open that.
Orchard Harvest organization.
Oh, I think it's this one. This one. Maybe. No?
What, this one?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, I click your link. Yeah. Your link is good.
Yeah, so I just wanted to ask you to think about it, and I think I will start a discussion on a more open space where more people can add their opinions, and maybe I will create a form like last year, so we can ask the participants from last year about their opinions. So basically, that's what my topic is about.
Okay, thank you. It's recorded, that sheet, and there is a link here to the discussion. People are suggesting that to continue an last word discussion between Las Vegas and Hungary. Some countries are more inclusive than the other.
Yeah, because Hungary was also mentioned, but the first one is Las Vegas. First target location is Las Vegas, like last year.
Okay, so let's have people comment on that. A quick comment. Mike is very active. Hisham wants to do it in Hungary because he wants to join. Las Vegas is too far away, too expensive. But it's okay. Zoltan says that he will sponsor Hisham to go. So we are all fine with that. Okay, thank you.
And okay.
No, go on.
No, I just wanted to ask you what's your opinion about it.
When you say mine?
Yes.
What do you want to know? Like, is it good to have a harvest? Yes.
No, I know it's good, but like trying to organize it offline this year.
Yeah, I need to see when it is. So if I have something that is conflicting, and I like sunshine. I like when it's during the kids' vacation because I can take it as a pretext to go on vacation. Let's do it in Disneyland. Disneyland is nice.
And I just wanted to mention one more thing, and then I will finish it because I forgot to mention it, that we are planning to have it around October. So we will have enough time to plan everything, and we don't have to hurry like last year. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay. Super. Yeah. Good. Thank you. Yeah, and come back when you want to revive some activity, or if you have some data or goals that you have results from, and that you want to share. Zoltan, did you fix Teams? Where is Zoltan? I don't see Zoltan. Zoltan. And it's gone. Teams worked for me today. Didn't work last week for anybody, but now it's back again. Zoltan, I don't see anything on the chat either. We love Zoltan. Okay, I will start with the other topic, system text. Jason. Oh, Zoltan is back. Let's see. Okay, Zoltan, are you ready? Zoltan muted.
Yes, hopefully.
Do you want to try again?
Yes.
Ooh, it works. Beautiful.
Great. I brought you a small module of ours. We had this module actually for Orchard 1 before, but now it's also available for OrchardCore. The module is called Lombiq.login as anybody. So as the name suggests, it lets you log in as any registered users on a site if you have the site owner permission. And I will show you it in action. You have to go to the users page, and this new button will be displayed at every user except you, of course. And if you click on it, you will receive a notification about it, and that's basically it. Code-wise, it's just a simple view and display driver. We authorize in the display driver and check the current user, so we won't render it at the user itself, of course, and a controller. And we have an enhancement in plan, making this method HTTP post. And I think that's pretty much it. Any questions?
Has to be a post. Still risky.
I think if you, I think this will be much more helpful if this is part of, or you can make that part of the default tenant, where you can click next to the tenant name to log in as, you know, that one admin or whatever. So if I'm a SaaS owner and I want to connect to a site, one of my sites as an admin, then allow me to connect as that admin. That would be nice.
You mean here?
Yep. Yep.
I see.
Because, like, for example, if you want to run a recipe for that one tenant, so that way you can click that button, you sign in as an admin, and then you can execute that recipe on their site directly. I think there's actually an issue we have filed in the past to do such a thing, where you can log in to any tenant you want from here. But that's an enhancement.
Yeah, it's a great idea. I think we have something similar, by the way, already done in a module, but I can't remember what it's called. But I'm pretty sure we have something similar to this.
That's cool. Good job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think a feature was about SaaS owners have the option to enter to the given tenant as an admin user of the tenant. Yeah.
Jeremy has a question. Does it allow only one user or many users can give you permission to log in as them? You don't even need the permission. If you install this feature, because you have the rights to install this feature, then if you are the site owner, you can authenticate as anyone if you are the site owner. So yeah.
I actually had a different use case in mind, but that's all right.
That's also super dangerous, and yeah, whoever installs it, well, if .nest installs it on their website, they can make any account, write anything at the same time. They have access to the database. So if they really want to do that, they can still do that. So it's not the module that will allow that. You can do that if you are a site owner already. Good. Yes, so I was talking, I will share again my screen and go back on the here system text vision branch. Right, about earlier pull request. System.
So on that one, I fixed all the tests, the issues we had with tests, and I fixed some conflicts. There's one issue. Yeah, I fixed that, but there's an issue. We have a setting that has a property of type path string, and it doesn't know how to deserialize it. So I'm wondering what's the best way to go about that.
What is that?
Well, I mean, if you create a site, you will see it. The property is GitHub authentication settings. So if you look at GitHub authentication settings, you'll see that class. That is something we store in the settings. And so,
okay, so
when you
this is a GitHub module for authentication. Okay, GitHub authentication module. And you say in this class, there is a path string. Okay.
Yep.
Very easy. And how do we store? How do we want, or how do we store it? We want to store it as a string.
I think it's a string, yeah.
But it's a path string in the model because it's a .NET stub here. It's like, okay. So easy. Either we change it to a string here, and then wherever it's used, we cast it to a path string, or we add a custom serializer on this property to tell system execution how to retrieve and to write and read it. So the easiest thing is to cast it to a string. And then anything that is using the callback path, then you do the conversion to path string from the code.
I'm just wondering how we stored it in the past. I think that's
same thing here. You see, it's not the same. It's not the only one. Every authentication settings has a path string.
Yeah, I mean, does it make sense just to add a convert, or there's no way to add a default converter, is there?
Can. Yes, there is. That's the purpose also of this thing here. We have options. We can add to the settings dynamically the type thing, and you can also in the main settings change the default converters for type. So you can say this type will be serialized by that. Yeah, in the options, general options, JSON converters.
Yeah, so I tried to go down that path and adding a converter. A JSON, I was just starting on it, a JSON converter, and where do you register it?
So for instance, you see here, OpenID client setting step. It's storing the callback path as a string. So this thing will be stored in JSON. We know that the steps are stored in JSON, but it's storing a string. Yeah. So yeah. So as you said.
So we just need, I guess, to test it out. I just need to know how to register
test it
default. Well, I just need to register a JSON converter by default.
context JSON. Buttons operating, better buttons opening. JSON converter of a type, you see, the converter of a type. So you can provide a path string converter.
Yeah, that's a similar approach to the class I posted in the chat. We just need to register it somehow in Orchard as a default.
Yeah. So to do that, to look at the PR. What's to be it's in the JSON serialization options. So if you look at all the things we create from the JSON serialization options, we should find because there is one that will resolve all the custom types we register, seeing they inherit from deployment, they inherit from admin menu. There is those JSON serialization options. Well, that will work with the rest refactoring. Did you change serialization options? JSON serializer. JSON serializer options. Here we have Yeah, default base and everything. So base, you could add here converters and then add your path string converter. Okay. So this one, this way it will be used whenever you try something tries to serialize or serial path string, it will use this thing. And this is the base one. And if you look at the other ones, or look at that default.converters.add JSON dynamic converters. So you can add one there, but it would be good to be able to add it dynamically. So I believe there is a way.
Yeah, I added it there, but in order for you to use that, you would have to pass that J options to the whenever you do deserialization.
Yes. And I believe that's the case when it's using
So that's
the
what we
base
should do.
or the default. Yeah. You then do J option, the default, and then the. So I did to the default.
Yeah, I mean, I did that part. Is what I'm saying is that like whenever we call the deserialize to deserialize it, we would have to provide those options.
Yes.
Okay. So is that okay? I just want to make sure that's
and if you found a bug, you know where it's called. So you can check that it's already using. Every deserialize is using default, not this one, which is interesting. But otherwise, we see default options, which must be using that also. So look at the ones that were triggering the exception. And
yeah. I mean, I seen it. I just didn't know if that's. I didn't want to make a change. I just want to make sure that's the right way to do it.
Cool. Yeah. So what we're saying about this PR is that it's ready. Like fixed all the issues. We can see it on Thursday. We found bugs, we fixed it, so we expect that we will find more bugs. Bugs we found was that we could not edit deployment steps, we fixed it. You could not edit admin menus, we fixed it. There will be probably other things that won't be serialized correctly because if we try to serialize object graphs which have polymorphic properties, meaning like a list of things that could be any subtypes of these things, then we need to register specifically those types. Example, content step. Can you give me an example, Mike? We did that on this one. Yeah, okay, let's look at the commits we did on Thursday. So, oh, yeah, very important. Something else we noticed also. If you want to store a list or a dictionary of things, you can't just have a get that returns the list, the collection. You need to have a get and init, meaning this collection can be set by the serializer when it's constructing this document. If you have a private set, it won't be able to do so. And then you will be able to store things, but not to read things because it won't be able to assign it. So the init is very important. If you have a set, that's fine. Init is the minimum that you need to be able to set the value on the construction of the object, not after. So we need init on all the things that need to be serialized. So we went over every collection in Orchard and added the init if it was not set. Okay, just as security. So same thing for menu items here. And then the next step is if you have a list of things that needs to be serialized, example, admin node, deployment step, then every type that you create that inherits from admin node or deployment step needs to be registered in the system this way. Services.add.json-derived type info, the type of the steps you want to register and the base class. So it was a generic one in this case, but you will find other examples where these are concrete ones. So if I look at add JSON derived type info, yeah. So you see, for instance, we store queries in a list of queries. So we need to be able to say Elastic query is accepted as a subtype of query. So if we have a list of queries, we also add JSON derived type info. Okay, very important. And when you do add recipe execution step, for instance, Elastic setting step, if you look at the implementation of that thing, it doesn't. There is an issue here, right? Add recipe execution step. This is a step handler. Oh, these are step handlers. These are not actual steps. So these are step handlers. Okay. Where is the step here? There is no custom step type. I'm confused. Okay, this is just to read the thing. Oh, okay. So this is just to read a step, a recipe step. It's not to create custom recipes. So there is no special one to cross. So I will find another one then. So here you see this type inherits from admin node. So it's defined. I need to find a step. Conditions for layers has been done. Or for the step, it's this one, right there. This one which is generated. So whenever you call like this one, when you create a deployment step, like this class, this is working from deployment step. There is this helper method, add deployment, which will do everything. Register the driver, register the step, and add the step as a possible subclass of deployment step to be serialized.
Yeah, so this is another step that they need, whoever is migrating, they need to use that instead of registering manually the
steps. Yeah.
Yep, that's important.
Will do everything. Yeah, so that's just explaining what is necessary if you have custom modules to be able to support this new way of doing things. If you have not creating custom types of admin menu, custom types of steps in your own libraries, then it should just work. Something we need to do also is to start from a website from 1.7 and then run the recipe and everything, a database, and then just migrate to, from 1.8, then migrate to the current dev main branch and see if all the content is correctly rendered in the new source code. But I believe it should work because the serialization format is exactly the same. Yep, so that's the next step to try. So this branch will be merged. This PR will be merged in the main branch. So whoever is using the latest source code should expect issues and should report them so we can fix them as quick as possible. Okay. That was for the announcement about this branch. Comments, questions, what that is. Okay, Zoltan sent a link in the chat, which I will post here. All good, all done. See you on Thursday. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
done for the demo. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.